Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise belong only to God, who preserved the universe. Don't forget also blessing and greetings. Remain bestowed on the Prophet and the most noble messenger, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to his family, friends, and followers. Hopefully, in Yawmul Basal later, we will get the intercession. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sakinah amriany Rumalean. I and my friend Romadhoni Elytia Muhammad are pawns of the motion the University of Students must be ready to change the doctors or nurse as the frontliner of COVID-19. We know that coronavirus or severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus that virus attack the respiratory system, the disease caused by the infection called COVID-19. Coronavirus can cause respiratory system disorders, acute pneumonia until death. COVID-19 impact is not only on health aspect, but there are several aspects among them, including economic and social aspect. That is, for example, tourist sites are closed to break the chain of spreading of the virus. As a result, the tourist attractions are quiet, but the tourism must still meet operational costs. And also, for employees or workers who were laid off, they didn't get a salary as long as they were laid off. The spread of coronavirus had a profound effect on the economy and social world, which was starting to fade. But now, the impact is being felt by the education world. The policies taken by many countries, including Indonesia, by dismissing educational activities, make the government and related institutions must present alternative educational process for students who can carry out the educational process in educational institution. We as a university of students know that three Dharma College. There are three choices, namely educators, creators, and servants. Why I mention it? It because in the third option there is a word servant. At this third point, students of university are required to realize the knowledge gained the academic work as a form of your representation of three Dharma College. That is community service. More especially if we as a health student of university, it is fitting for us to realize what we have got. It has become an obligation and if needed by students of university as a substitute for medical personnel for handling this COVID-19, students should be prepared because of the demands of the three Dharma colleagues. Maybe that's all from me, and my friend Romadhoni and Muhammad will add some pro statement of the motion. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I'd like to say that health workers about doctors, nurses, and other related health workers during this time many are positioned as the front guard in the war against the deadly virus. We are in a situation like never before, and regulars are very effort to handle this situation. We understand very well that this is quite a range. Obviously, effort will not be without the support of the entire community, especially the young generation with the right talent to students to like humanitarian volunteers to support the pandemic of the spread of COVID. I was very worried when I saw the increasing need for medical staff and health workers because patients continue to grow from day to day. There is no conflict in dealing with COVID-19 long as it is equipped with self-protection. As is law, RSUI is a hospital that is dedicated to managing patients COVID-19. RSUI opens registration of volunteers in the context of handling COVID-19. It is hoped that the movement will be able to motivate other students of some countrymen to work together to contribute voluntarily for the people to fight this pandemic. Currently, the medical team needs a lot of medical needs. The volunteers do not necessarily directly deal with patients, but will help the information and education communication program to the public, serving the clientele and prepare yourself as an aid worker in emergency conditions. For corona, students are more proactive and preventive, more to the socialization and prevention. And for the sake of handling patients, still left to the doctor. Student volunteers tasks are focused on communication, information, and education. In a situation like this, we can't just talk about the problem alone. For example, we ask people at home will that person has to leave. Let's show that Indonesia young people are willing to be brave and can save Indonesia. Let's conclude the COVID pandemic. I believe that volunteering is something that is very important to deal with the COVID-19 outbreak.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Indiyani Rumuar. I and my friend Sriyanti Bugis. We are cons about the motion. The motion is the student of university must be ready to change the doctor and the nurse as frontliner of COVID-19. So, the first of all, I'd like to say coronavirus COVID-19 is a new virus in the world. The virus was first introduced from China. The coronavirus is a deadly virus. The virus has taken heavy casualties and no effective cure for the virus has been found until now. And now I'd like to give my argumentation about this motion. The first, I'm not agree with this motion for several reasons. The first reason is the student of university can change the doctor and the nurse because they doesn't know how to treat this virus and how to treat the patient. And the student of university still learning and don't know how to handle this virus. We all know that is a new virus, and not all medical personnel can handle this virus. So what about the student? What about the student of university who are still studying and they are not have a knowledge about this virus and about the health, and which they are can change the doctor and the nurse. And all we know is the doctor and the nurse have a lot of knowledge about the world of health, but they can't handle this virus. What about the student of university? The student of university who not have a knowledge of their work health. So I think they can change the doctor and the nurse in the front liner of COVID-19 because they are not have a experience, not have a knowledge about this motion about this virus, and then we know that because they don't know anything about that virus, the student don't know about don't know how to handle this virus, how to treat the patient and the others. So the student can change the doctor and the nurse because they don't know anything about this virus. And then, okay, so the student of university can change the doctor and the nurse because that is not their job. And the student of university must focus on their study and the doctor must to focus on their job too. Okay, I think that is my argumentation about this motion, and I hope coronavirus is over soon and we will back to normally activity. And thank you for your attention to me, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sriyanti Bugis. I want to express my opinion about this is how student of university must be ready to change the doctor or nurse as frontliner of COVID-19. I disagree if the student is to replace the doctor to COVID service 19 because from the standpoint of the university course we can see that he is an expert at the teacher. How should he be able to substitute doctor for COVID-19? And also this coronavirus can be taken away with drugs indiscriminately. I disagree that the students should be changed as substitute to solution from the original physician himself to his priest. To his priest's help, this alone should be examined by a physician or themselves must maintain their health of the COVID-19. The student of the factor not attending the university because of the COVID-19, and how could the student be made to replace a doctor or nurse to welfare 19 for the society? I disagree that the student should be able to install the doctor or the nurse of the COVID-19 since the students themselves are banned from outside the scene, and the student must obey the government to remain at home despite the COVID-19 from the deployment. After all, how could a student have to replace a doctor or a nurse as COVID-19? Students themselves have many online tasks resulting from an online lecture. What else could he accomplish from COVID-19 of his own student wondering how to say. Okay, maybe it does for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.